there's something I really need to tell you. In other words, we gotta talk. Tree climbing is not an extreme sport. Tree climbing is not like jumping off a cliff or like climbing a straight up steep mountain which is just rock and is like 50% chance that you fall off and die. Tree climbing is not like that. And I'm pretty sick of people telling me that tree climbing is basically suicide and that somehow I'm like a miracle that I didn't end up dead already. So you got it all wrong. If that's what you think, you got it all wrong, and you probably never climbed a tree in your life. I mean, admit it. There's so many people that never climbed a tree in their life, and they come and they tell me that, you know, you're gonna fall. And when I tell them that I never fell before, and okay, it's possible. It's not impossible. Even chimpanzees fall. Even every sort of creature that climbs trees has a chance of falling. Even squirrels have a chance of falling. You know, if an orangutan falls from a tree, which it happens, not very often, but it does happen, yeah, they're probably gonna end up dead if they're very high up when they fall. So the thing is, I'm not saying it's not impossible for me to fall. What I'm saying is that, you know, it's not very likely. Like, let's face it, let's be honest. Mountain biking, okay, going with like the bike, going up a mountain, riding your bike up a mountain, you know, up a steep hill or something, or even skateboarding, when you're like going to a skate park and you're doing all of those jumps and going through those ramps and stuff, that is more dangerous than tree climbing. You got more chances of falling off your skateboard and breaking your neck or something, or maybe not your neck, maybe maybe, I don't know, something less than that. You're probably not gonna break your neck. I made a mistake here, but you know, you do have more chances of falling off your bike or your skateboard than falling off a tree, if you know how to climb. And trust me, when I didn't know how to climb, I didn't climb much. I started with the small trees. This is what I also advise you to do. If you don't know how to climb, just start with the smaller trees. That's best for you. But the thing is that this idea that tree climbing is some sort of, you know, the most dangerous thing that you could do, that is absolutely absurd. Okay, and I've had this attitude that, you know, how dare you climb up a tree, you know, your parents know that you're climbing trees. Don't you have mercy for them? Like, you know, I couldn't stand if I knew my son was climbing trees. Well, sorry lady, or sorry whoever you are. Sorry, I'm really sorry to tell you that you are over exaggerating. You are completely exaggerating. You are completely exaggerating. Okay? Fuck, there's a rain. My camera's getting wet. Fuck! I don't have any fucking umbrella. I'm fucking pissed right now. I'm really fucking pissed right now. My mom gave me this cap, and this is supposed to be like a replacement for an umbrella, but it's not a very good replacement for an umbrella, you know? So, yeah, basically, tree climbing is not that dangerous. It's not like, you know, climbing a mountain or something. I'm just climbing a tree. I'm not climbing when it's wet. It's raining, you know, right now it's raining. If it's raining like the way it is now, you're probably not gonna see me climb. You know, if I lived in the wild, I'm always thinking, if I lived in the wild, I would definitely climb before it starts raining. If I knew that I gotta spend the night in a tree because I'm not safe on the ground, you know, which by the way, our ancestors, I'm not talking about monkeys here if you believe in evolution. I'm talking about, you know, human ancestors, you know, early humans, when they, what is water on my camera? So early humans, when they lived in forests and you know, they climbed trees to spend the night safely. You know, they used to sleep in trees. There's a lot of evidence for that. There's a lot of evidence that and they were just as human as us. They were not a different species. You know, if we time traveled and we went back in their time, we could have children with them. So biologically, they were very similar. Even when it comes to their brains, you know, even early Homo sapiens, they were still hunter-gatherers. So Yeah, this is part of the hunting sort of. You don't have to be a hunter-gatherer basically to climb trees. You don't have to be, you don't have to imagine that, you're a different species now. We are supposed to be civilized. Listen, this is cultural. This sort of civilization, yeah, it's a different culture. We technically don't need to climb trees anymore, but that doesn't mean that it's something, unbefitting for me to climb a tree. It's not like it's something which is unhuman to climb a tree. This is completely ridiculous. So this is pretty much what I wanted to tell you. First of all, tree climbing is not a very dangerous thing. It is not, yeah, it is a danger, it poses a danger, but it's not that bad. Please don't exaggerate. And please stop pretending like it's some sort of extreme sort of sport, because it's not an extreme sport. For me, it's not even a sport, okay? It's not even a sport for me. I'm not doing it as a sport. I'm just doing it as something normal, just as a monkey. A monkey is probably not thinking of tree climbing like a sport. So please understand that, okay? And stop pissing tree climbers off with this sort of things, okay? Most people that I've met don't have this sort of. I don't care if you have this sort of attitude. I'm not gonna scold you. I'm not gonna tell you that you're bad or you're a bad person or you're bad whatever, bad parent. I'm not gonna tell you that. But essentially, yeah, that's what I wanted to tell you. That it kind of pisses me off when people are like, if you climb a tree at school, oh, we're all gonna go to jail because you're gonna fall, and then no, just stop there. You cannot just assume that by default I fall. You cannot just assume that, okay? You cannot assume that. If you wanna, give like a chance, there's probably like a very, very small chance that I fall. I never even fell. Like I climbed trees thousands of times. Thousands of times I climbed trees. Never once fell. I wasn't even close to falling. Not even like, I fell from like a branch to another branch or something. No, it never happened to me. I'm not doing anything that's like jumping from a tree to another or anything like that. So please don't exaggerate, okay?